Hey everybody, The Amazing here, bringing you another review, this time of the Sentinel 4-inch Nell Megaman Battle Network, or aka EXE, depending on which version you played in the US or Japan. So, let's get started on reviews. Just like the Megaman previously, it's the 4-inch line. He's about 4 and, I want to say a half inches, not a full 5 inches, when compared to an SHF. This is the Bodycoon. As you can see, he is really tiny, really tiny. But that's pretty good because the line is actually done really well and really well engineered. So we're going to get into basic mechanics of it. Much like the Megaman, it gives you many points of articulation. Instead of the T-joint, they give you a joint that kind of rotates out. Let's kind of zoom in for you guys. So you get a joint that rotates out. There's still bicep swivel. It's a little lower than where you'd like to normally notice it. You can pull out the joint here. It's not double jointed, but there is basically a crevice for you to pretty much forward, up and down. Hand swivels all the way around. There's ab crunch, goes backwards. The only thing hindering it is the backpack. So as you can see, there's a certain point. Ooh, now you can. As you can see, there's a certain point where the backpack kind of gets in the way. Get in the way. Wow. And on the head, you'll see that the hair also gets in the way. The hair is not soft, so you can't kind of bend it or hurt it. You may end up breaking your hair, so please be careful with that on your Megaman. You can pull the joint out actually a little too, so it goes out and forward. As far as leg articulation, as you can see, mine is really tight. It's double jointed. There's bicep swivel, and it goes forward. So it's granting you the best amount of articulation you could possibly get for your Megaman figure. And you can see when you've gone too far because you'll hear it. So as you can see, he can crouch very well. He can bend his head down. He can go left to right. Also, when swapping out your head parts. So let's get to that real fast. For this Megaman, swapping out the head parts, you're going to remove the two, I'm going to call them headphones, on his helmet. And you're going to slide the face out from top to bottom. And you're going to slide in his alternative faceplate, which is basically the masthead when he goes inside the game and he gets really cool. I don't know why I'm thinking about Street Fighter, but don't judge me. So it has a very long neck joint, but it plugs right back in, and voila. So now you have Battle Network Megaman in basic battle mode. Just like the previous Megaman, you're gonna pop the arm out, and don't be alarmed. That was my fault. I popped that out a little too hard. It's on the ball joint, and so that's my fault. Popped it out in the ball joint a little too hard. So EXE basically comes with both the Buster, as you can see here, and it comes with the blade. Just like in the game or the show, depending on which one you've watched and or played. There's a connecting joint, and the way you connect it is you go by the one that is the more, you can see a dark spot there. The back part needs to be plugged in right there. So you gotta be a little careful, and you plug it in, and voila. Just like that, you have your blade on. You still get the full range of articulation here, so you can rotate your arm. You can still go left and, well, you can still go up and down. Because the blade is a little wider, it doesn't allow the maximum points of articulation, but you can still get poses with the bicep swivel, as well as with the legs. You can rotate at the torso. So as you can see, EXE can still get poses. I'm gonna waver that out. Only thing is that EXE does not come with extra hands. So even though you can take them out and swap them, there's no alternative hands to swap with. But overall, looks really great. I'm gonna pop in the Buster so you guys can see it as well. Just like with the sword, you aim for the one with the darker spot and you match it up with the elongated piece here. And now you have the Buster. Again, looks great. I love it. The Nell line is actually a huge step forward for Megaman, who deserves all this love and actually got none. And it looks really good. I'm actually really excited for this line. I'm happy with EXE. I'm happy with Megaman. Overall, really want to give it a perfect 10, but I can't because they could have included alternative hands for him, but they did not. They do come with stages. I forgot to mention that in the normal Megaman review. But alas, it's here. So he's a basic 9 out of 10. Honestly, I just want to give him a 10 out of 10. The only drawback saying is that he doesn't come with extra hands. but just like Mega Man is a perfect representation of his both anime and video game counterpart. And if you haven't already pre-ordered them, you probably should. These figures are great. They're what, 40, 50 bucks? You definitely get the bang for your buck. And I know that they're on the smaller side, but they are excellently engineered figures. So go out and get them. As always, I appreciate you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks so much for always watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one.